Good evening, and welcome to Riderpiece Theater. Me, Alistair Dayhawk, and tonight, me proud to present the pilot episode of Kamen Rider Gavv. My friends, the time has come. No more Mother Hotaro, no more Kemis, and certainly no more gachas. Gacha is no more. Kamen Rider Gavv has arrived. The king of sweets and sugars and diabetes is here. And I have to say, after watching the first episode, it's great. It's a great first episode. The graphics from the chase scene, oh my god, it's better than the chase scene from the pilot episode of Saber. I'm like, I don't know what the hell was going on there, but it seems that Toei has put in more money into the Kamen Rider CGI department because I have to say, it's pretty good. It's too colorful for my taste, but you know what? It's something to get used to. The suit itself, it looks weird enough, but I guess that's the theme for this season: weirdness and cutesiness and colorful. But I have to say, the other suits like Geets and Gotcha, what paves me to say it, the suits are better in my opinion, but it's something to get used to. But without further ado, let us begin this tale. So we get this first scene with Shoma being chased by these two soldiers, and we don't know why, but he's getting shot at, and he is going through what looks like to be dimensions. And then he falls on top of a door, which opens on itself, and he falls from an airplane. It was during the night, mind you, and he's falling from this airplane, and as he is falling, you see the city of Tokyo. And one can assume that he is dead, because there's no way in hell that a human being who is falling off of a certain amount of feet from an airplane into the ground will or can survive. Well, we get into the next scene. Shoma is at a beach, at a shore, without any scratches whatsoever. And this little boy shows up and he pokes at Shoma, assuming that it's dead. And he's alive, apparently, and he is asking for food. And the boy is like, "Are? He talks?" So already there's questions like, what's going on? Why is Shoma being chased and being shot at? How did he survive, however X amount of feet from the air into this beach and still lives? It's impossible unless you're not human. So Shoma follows this little boy, and we get to learn that this boy was collecting seashells for his mom, and that's why he was at the beach. And Shoma gets flashbacks of his mom, and then all of a sudden, as this little boy was crossing the street, he was about to get run over by this van or truck, whatever. But then Shoma runs in, protects the boy, while the car gets totaled. So everyone, Shoma did a Smallville. For those who have seen Smallville, you already know. But for those that don't watch Smallville, or better yet, haven't seen Smallville, it's pretty much the prequel to Superman. It's just, it's growing up Superman, if you will. And there's a scene very similar to what happened here with Shoma. So I'm like, that's why I'm telling you guys that Shoma did a Smallville. So already this guy, is this a a a Kryptonian? Hmm? I mean, it's starting to make sense, but then at the same time, he cannot be a Kryptonian when Kryptonians can fly. But it's either here or there. After the Smallville scene, we get to meet Kanto, the freelance writer, and he meets with this woman whose husband went missing a half a year ago. And he looks like he is investigating this case, and he is asking this woman, have you seen this monster? Because this monster could be the one that, kidnapped your husband. And you already know the conversation. You already know how the conversation went. You're crazy. Get away from me. Yeah, that sort of thing. And then Kanto's mentor pops in, and he assumes that maybe the husband got murdered by his wife. And Kanto's like, what? Murder? Really? So already there's always conspiracy theories of what's going on. And yeah, so Kanto is a writer, and yet he acts more like a policeman. Like, why is he interested in this case and this monster he drew? So already there's questions. And then, speaking of questions, we move to the next scene where the strange man is giving his harvest, air quotes, to this soldier. The same soldier that chased Shoma back at the airplane. And he takes the harvest, and in exchange, he gives a box of, what's it called, a dark treat. It looks like a giant square jelly. And the man was like, just one? That's it? And the soldier disappears. So apparently these dark treats are like, I don't know, like drugs. So that's why, he demands for more, I guess. So this show is starting to reminisce a little bit towards Kamen Rider Double vibes, because I'm getting this feeling that it's gotten its inspirations from, especially once we get to the stomach virus family. Any case, the boy takes Shoma to the secret base and gives his snacks because Shoma is hungry, and the only thing the kid has available to give him to eat is candies, sweets, just snacks. And from the moment Shoma ate one of the candies, he's already hooked. He's high on sugar. And then all of a sudden, you see all these strange looking things coming out from underneath Shoma's sweater, and he calls them his minions. And this is where the kid just bluntly says, "Are you human or not? Like, what's going on? What are these little creatures that came out under your sweater?" And then we get this reveal that Shoma is indeed not human, and he has a second mouth called Gavv. And then the boy leaves Shoma behind because he just received word that his mother from overseas has returned home, and the parents want him back. And okay. So the kid says, "Hey, I have to go. Please stay here, and I will give you something to eat. So please stay here and don't do anything weird. Don't stalk anybody." He leaves, and as he leaves, he passes this weird man. This weird man that we saw in the last scene, and he decides to go after him. But before that, he takes out this box, and lo and behold, we have this jelly candy, which is called a dark treat later on. He eats a part of it, and he gives the rest to his second mouth. So this man is also the same race as Shoma. We get more flashbacks of Shoma's mom, and this is where Shoma's mom tells Minnie Shoma, do not eat anything from our race, our treats, because apparently she knows something bad is going to happen. And Minnie Shoma asked, like, why am I not allowed to eat our treats? And Mother Shoma didn't give him an answer. So, yes, just promise me, do not eat those. Just promise me. And we get to the scene where this little boy is being followed by this strange man. And it led him to the trailer area, which is too colorful for my taste. And he was about to get eaten. But luckily, Shoma stops him. And before he can do anything, Shoma says, here, you forgot your seashells. Oh, yeah, because remember, the reason for the boys, at the beach is to get some seashells. So Shoma was kind enough to give the seashells to him. And, it's probably just forgetting about it saved the little boy's life. So this man turns into a monster, and then we get this reveal that this man and Shoma are a race called Gannutes. And then Shoma is getting his initiation. He's getting beat down from left to right like a trash bag. And then during the beatdown, we get memories of his mom, what looked like to be getting eaten. Shoma is down and out, and these shadow figures, and of course Shoma being chased. And he's like, I couldn't protect my mom. I was too weak. I want to have the power to protect people. And lo and behold, his minions shows up, and one of them came forward and tells Shoma, eat me. And Shoma was about to eat him, but it's funny because the little gummy treat was crying. It's like, no. Like, yes, eat me, but do not use your first mouth. Eat me with your second mouth. And he does that. And lo and behold, Kamen Rider Gavv is born. And like I said, the suit is something to get used to, but right now it's not. I don't like it, in my opinion. So Kamen Rider Gavv is born, and we get to see the fight between him and the monster. And it's pretty much showing off his skills, his powers. I mean, it's not so bad. And at the same time, the little boy's mom just randomly pops out of nowhere, sees her son, and decides to run away with him. And the fight continues. The candy war has begun. Well, the candy battle. And the second mouth decides to vomit a sword, and Shoma fights with it. And the monster's like, forget this is too much. So he transforms into a dog and decides to run away. But Shoma's like, no, you're not getting away. And this candy shows up, and Shoma uses this to summon the Vroom-kan, I think it's called. And we have this good chase, this awesome CGI chase that it's better, 10 times better than Saber's. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty different. Like I mentioned earlier, it seems like Toei has decided to put in some money into the CGI fund for Kamen Rider. It looks pretty cool. And speaking of the chase, you have Kanto following this wife, and this wife, not his wife. And then it gets the stalking and gets interrupted because of the chase, and people were like in a panic, like, did you see this? It's a monster, and what is that? Riding this weird looking candy bike, whatever. And Kanto's like, huh? Monster? What's going on? And so the chase ends, and Shoma tells this monster, you need to give up on eating the dark treats, or else I have to put you down. And the monster's like, no, you really think I'm gonna give up these treats? No, hell no. And so the monster gets greeted by a Kemi kick and gets destroyed. So we get to the last scene. Shoma leaves the secret base, leaving behind a note for the little boy to read, and he just summons a motorcycle, and it looks like he's starting his adventures. But it took only a week, because after a week we find Shoma behind a bench, just on the ground, and he gets discovered by this woman trying to wake him up, like, sir, are you okay? Like, you could tell that this woman is being all frantic, like, did something bad happen to this kid? And that's it. That's the end of the pilot. Like I said, this episode, so far so good. We get a couple of questions answered already. I'm getting double vibes. I'm getting Kamen Rider double vibes with the dealers and the family. Instead of Gaia memories, these monsters are giving humans or other aliens these dark candies that look like giant jelly. So yeah, I have to say it's a great start. And I'm looking forward into this season, and hopefully Shoma is not a Hotaro, but it's understandable because he is an alien. He doesn't know our ways. You could tell that he is very curious, and he's willing to eat almost everything except for humans. And he's not a Kryptonian, so yeah, he has super strength, and apparently he has a little bit of the Superman powers, but yeah, I think that's it, guys. I mean, what else is there? It's just a pilot introduction episode, and yeah, so tell me, how did you like the pilot episode of Kamen Rider Gavv? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did I miss anything? Even though I have my notes in front of me, I may have missed a couple of things. Give a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And also, just to make an announcement in regards to the heroes and villains videos for Kamen Rider Gacha. I just returned to work, so I will be very busy. It's going to be late, but I will do my best to do the videos and send it to you, because people seem to enjoy those videos and give my character analysis and also my overall thoughts of the show. So I'll do my best, and hopefully I won't get burned out or more so tired out, but I'm gonna take this slow. And yeah, so be aware that those videos are coming. Just, you have to be patient. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. And once again, give a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And I will see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!